Kindly sit down. Maraming salamat po. Secretary Pauline Jean Rosel Ubial of the Department of Health, Secretary Delphine Lorenzana, the Department of National Defense, Secretary Ivasco, the Office of the Cabinet Secretary, Director General Isidro La Peña, Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, Mr. Wang Rulon. Mr. Wang, please accept my gratitude and that of the Filipino people. Governor Sarina Umale, Mayor Adrien May Cuevas, Lieutenant Ricardo Visaya, Lieutenant General Eduardo Wanyo, the other members of the Mega Drug Abuse Treatment Rehabilitation Center, beloved workers in government, my beloved also countrymen. When you are a friend, you do not treat him badly before the public. You do not humiliate an ally. And at all costs, you must save the friendship as an ally and friend so that you can help each other in the world of geopolitics. Alam mo, what hurt me so much was really, and because I know the gravity of the problem, I was mayor for 23 years in Davao City. Kaya alam ko kung gaano kalalim ang laro. But I was not really expecting it as terribly as it would come to me when I became president. I was very strict in Davao. Totoo yan. There are allegations of extrajudicial killings. But, we cannot dwell on our sins if there are any. We have to dwell on what to do to improve the situation, especially if it is the country does it at stake. Ang pagkaalam ko kasi seryoso. That's why when I became mayor, I said, for those of you who would want to destroy the young and deprive us of our generation, I will kill you. Simply. And if you destroy my country, just the same, I will kill you. Because both the Filipino people, the young ones, now in grade 6, grade 5, at ang aking bayan, kung hayaan ko, magkakaproblema ako. Magkakaproblema ako sa bayan ko, it will go down crashing. It will become a failed state like what happened in Latin America. A lot of them. By the way, Ion Grillo, who wrote the gangster on about the drug wars in South America, he's a favorite bestseller author of the book. He has come upon the invitation of somebody I do not know, but he will be here tomorrow. And I would be happy if he'd be allowed to say things in public of what was really the things that he wrote about. But anyway, ganito yan. Kung kaibigan mo, wag mo akong pahiyaan. Instead of helping me, just like this good Samaritan, na walang, he just came out of nowhere and went to my office and said that he would help me solve the drug problem because he heard that, Duterte, instead of killing the drug people, why don't he just, build something like this? I became mayor midterm. I am operating on a budget that was prepared by my predecessor, which was prepared last year. The budget for next year, as everybody knows here, is being prepared now. It is in Congress, and it will become operational next year. Pumasok ako midterm. Sabi nga nila, bottoms up. So when I became president, all that was left for me to spend was the operating expenses only. MOOE lang ako, wala nang iba. So, saan ako maghanap ng pera? I cannot get the money from the armed forces and transfer it to Secretary Ubial and tell her, you use that money. Because that would be robbing Peter to pay Paul. Hindi ko pa magamit kung saan specific. So, wala akong magawa to swallow lahat na. But then, let me warn you. Drugs is a very virulent agent in any society. The campaign against drug will continue to the last day of my term. I will not stop until the last drug pusher is out of the street and the last drug lord or king killed. Yan ang pangako ko sa inyo. I don't care about media, whether it's international. That's not my problem anymore. Elections are over, and what I need to do is just to comply with my promise. Remember that I promised the country that if elected, I would do away with graft and corruption. And it will be done, I assure you. I give you my solemn promise. Then, drugs, with the help, of course, of the good souls in this planet, we will overcome and make it. Basta sa panahon ko, tatapusin ko ito. Kung hindi ako matapos, okay lang. But, we live by our destiny in this planet. So nakita ko sa Davao, nung naging presidente ako, same. I said, now this time, I addressed myself to the country. Yung lumaban sa, the first 6 weeks ng assumption ko sa office, hindi amin yun. Hindi sa gobyerno yun. Hindi kami magbabalot ng tao ng plastic. We are not producing mummies in this. Sa Egypt lang yun. Those were tortures. And if you are a government man, why would you waste your time wrapping a carcass there for nothing? If you want a drug, don't kill him, shoot him dead. Why do you have to waste your time? Actually, it was done. Remember, I implicated some generals in the armed forces of the Philippines. I fired about 6 upon assumption. And I have many things to say, maybe in a few days. Yung lumaban, those who choose to fight, were killed. My orders are very specific. Go and find them, apprehend them, arrest them. If they choose to fight violently, and you find yourself in danger, as a soldier and as a military man, go ahead and kill him. That's about. That's the law. I was all along using the law. And why would these idiots now crucify me by saying, if you destroy my country, I will kill you? Find any other national of any country could find something wrong in that statement. And as I said, that if you destroy the youth of my land, I will kill you. There is no law at all, not even the United Nations. And ang masakit dyan, they kept on threatening me. Most of them were outside. And always they would say, we will bring you to the International Court of Justice. How stupid can you get? The one saying it, the United States of America, is not even a signatory of the International Criminal Court. Then why are you using a term in the charter of an organization of which you are not a member? And what about killing? I said early on it was the purging and the cleansing. Then came those who chose to fight. But yung mga tao na tumago at naghintay ng opportunity for a rehab or something good along the way, baka may makukuha sila, yun yung dadating dito. Those who choose to fight it out, made a stand, they are there in the memorials and cemetery. I am sorry for them. But I will not hesitate to do whatever it is necessary to save my country. Sabihin ko sa inyo, even if I will rot in prison, so be it. Yan na lang ang pinaka-contribute ko sa, wala naman akong ibinigay sa bayan ko. I am not with credentials. I finished kindergarten to, I never got beyond the 75, 76, 77, 75, 76. Yeah, but sometimes, even with the minimum or the barest minimum of know-how, I can perhaps do something for my country. But no. Pumasok kayo sa ibang bagay, wag dito. Putang ina, talagang papatayin ko kayo. Kaya mo yan sila, huwag kanyo, bakit mo? Do your worst, really. Totoo lang. So, maligaya ako dito sa nangyayari. But before I end, mainit kasi sila. I'm worried about the beautiful ladies there. Mahirap pagka umitim sila, wala na tayo. I want the ladies, I'm not a sexist, I'm just trying to say that Filipinas are really beautiful. I do not want to see you dark-skinned one of these days. And then, magkano ang sabi ni Mr. Wang? 1.5 billion? Okay. This is what we have lost and what the drug lords have invested to destroy this country. At 200 per tondo price. That's about 6,000 a month. Correct? Times, wag yung aking 1 million. Yung 3 million muna ni General Santiago nung pwede yan noon. 3 million yung bilang niya eh. Kasi ako hindi pa ako tapos. At the end of the year, I might breach the million mark also. So, 3 million. So, that is times 3 million. That's, 6 times 3 million, that would be 18 billion a year. Times 12, a month rather. Times 12, that is 216 billion. Magkano ito? 1.5. So how much? Kaya maraming property, mga hotel, barko, lahat na nandyan sa kanila. And I said, they invested on the lives and sanity of the Philippines. Kung hindi kita mapatay yung... And do we have that 1.5 at our disposal? Maybe we have the money. Maybe we don't have it. But then, let us say next year. Again, if I can get hold of 1.5, maybe I will also build another one, this time, somewhere in the Visayas. But I'm sure, kasi may tinurn over ang PAGCOR 5 billion kagabi. Si Andrea, so PAGCOR, so baka, but there's trouble there in Mindanao. It is within control, but it's a troublesome thing. So I have to fly tomorrow to go to yung advance party ko na belonging to the Presidential Security Group na ambush pa kanina. Tinamaan ng IED. But I'm going there. I'm going there because I'm just simply going there. The advice was to postpone. I said, no, I'll go there. And if possible, take the same route. Maybe we can have a little gunfight here, gunfight there. Exercise, baka. Kung hindi ako lulusot, nandiyan naman. That's why we have a Vice President, Leni Robredo. Then we can have a gentle president also, in exchange for the this courteous mouth. Hindi, ganito lang talaga. Ako. Pero, what else can I do? I was trying to explain to everybody that I do not have the money, that I entered the presidency midterm, that I'm having a hard time coping up. Kasi ang droga ngayon, there's a better atmosphere in our place. In Davao City, napunta naman kayong lahat. Apparently, all of you have been there. It's a peaceful place. So, bakit? Because I stood my ground. I said, you stay here, I'll kill you. You do not go out of the city, I will kill you. Those who are out of my city are now here in Nueva Ecija doing their thing. At least dito sa siyudad ko, you can go around anytime. And to think that Davao City is in Mindanao. Well, except for the rebellion, which is a pestering problem, I really would say that were it not for this, maganda na sana tayo. But we can never move. Now, let me remind you again, per my observation, we cannot have a peaceful country as, if you do not agree to a federal setup. Ako, ayaw kong magpilit ng tao. Ay, para sa akin, good. Ayaw mo, di wag. I'm just a Filipino. As long as you do not bother me, fine. Ang problema, ang Mindanao mismo, ang Dimoro people will go for it at all costs. Remember that the Moro was ahead of us by almost 1,000 years because they are the natives there when the Spaniards and the Americans went there to conquer the island. So, if I may correctly describe it actually, it's the Moro nationalism that's at work. Yung pagkamuro nila na ninagaw mo karamihan ng mga Kristiyanos yung lupa nila, the choices, the real estate there, lahat ng magaganda belongs to the Christians. Kaya may rason eh. But if you do not compromise here, wala tayong that's the barest minimum that they are asking. If I were you, I'd listen to the speaker here. Ponder on it, sleep on it, and maybe decide one day that they too must have a better deal in the governance. Pag hindi, paningin ko, wala talaga. And I have wala na tayong away ngayon. We do not have to fight the NPAs. They are probably here, nandito yung nakikinig. Baka sigurong dyan sa likod. Yung naka-blue dyan, may kilala kayo lahat dyan. O, may isa talaga, dalawa, NPA dyan. Jesus. Wala naman tayong away. So, I can pour all the troops there. When I was 4 days ago, I was in Holo. Ito ba naman ang tanong sa akin ng media? This is the 6th time that you have visited the place. You are donning medals. Hanggang dito ka na lang ba? There's really no problem. I can order the invasion of Holo and give the order the last man standing. I can burn Holo. I can burn Basilan. Bomb everything there. Lahat na bahay makita ko. With the howitzers and the... But what would it bring us? If you think that I will wipe out humanity there, we will at last enjoy the blessings of peace. What you will get in return will be terrorism. And mind you that Maote there, who is fighting the government troops now, and there's a raging battle going on. And I said, yung advance party ng security ko, pinutok ng IED. I have to go to the hospitals to visit them tomorrow. That's why I have to go home tonight. I have to fly back. Yun ang kasama rin ang the Reds. Mabutit na lang yan nagkapaghinga na tayo, nag-uusap na tayo. At least there's a respite. For the nonce, we can rest. There's no doubt about it. I can fight the whole year round. May pera ang gobyerno, may taxes eh. But for how long? And at what cost? So, kayong nakakaintindi sa akin, you're too near the left, you're too near with Ms. Wari. But of course, I never liked it, but when I became vice mayor of Davao City, he went around Mindanao strutting with firearms. So I said, no, you cannot enter my city with arms. It's simply not... So nakaintindihan kami, we are fast friends. And we are talking. Ay, mga misgivings siya. But if we cannot find peace now, then I'll give it to the next president. Do better. But do not concede more than what you can really give. For example, yung gusto nila na they want again, they repeated it before me. Itong, they would want a parang regional armed forces, pati police. So that's something which I cannot give. Those are the things that cannot be negotiated. They want a federal type presidency, fine. But the commander-in-chief and the control of the police and the military shall always be in the hands of the president. But those are the nitty-gritty things in life. In the meantime, we savored the moment that Mr. Huang has traveled all the way from his homeland to share his money. And I would like to thank everybody dito. You know, the PDEA chief, the one who succeeded is former General Sid La Peña. He used to be my city police director. And everybody else, mga kasama ko, those yung mga nakilala ko. And I said, there will be no compromising. The only compromise dito, I'll go now, but the only compromise that is acceptable to me is you surrender. If you continue, said, you might end losing not only your funds but your life. Because I've told the police, the law enforcers, and do not hesitate to kill. Especially if you think that your life is in danger. So, para maintindihan ng lahat, gano'n, maraming patay, so be it. The most sensible way to deal with the patay is ilibing mo para hindi mangamoy. So, period. It's a brutal way of saying things, but it's the only thing I think these idiots understand. I will not allow my country to sink like Colombia, even if it is until the last pusher, until the last drug lord is exterminated. That will be the rule of the day. Maraming salamat po.